Hey everybody, welcome to the Motopilot Garage. I have a new addition that I'm super excited about, and I think you will too. Let's check it out. This, my friends, is the automatic reel pressure washer from Giraffe Tools. These guys right here. And this is a great creation. I've been using pressure washers for years. I love the idea of this thing now being mounted on the wall, having an automatic reel. 100 feet of hose. That's crazy. What that means is you can wash your boat in the street. You can take it into your backyard. You can wash your lawn furniture. You can wash your patio. You can wash your house windows. More than enough length to get anywhere within your property, most likely. This bad boy comes complete with everything you need. You got your spray wand right here in this nice handy little holder. Then down here you have your wand extension. Comes with 4 adjustable tips, 0 degrees, 15 degrees, 25 degrees, and 40 degrees. Those just snap right in the end there, quick and easy. Then it also comes with a soap dispenser. It's not real big. I don't think it needs to be any bigger than that. Just pop that into the end of your wand. You can adjust the soap volume right there. We're gonna test that out. So what happens is as you pull on the hose or reel it back in, this guide right here goes along this track. Just goes back and forth and just feeds your line back onto the reel. Convenient little on-off switch right here. It's got carry handles on both sides. If you want, you can just lift this thing up, pick it right off the wall. Now their claim is that this thing is 2200 PSI, but that's only when you initially pull the trigger, you get that burst of power. The running pressure on this is really closer to 1700, and they even say so in their Amazon ads. 2.1 gallons per minute, and if you buy this thing, you're looking at $309.95. There'll be a link in the description where you can check it out. Now, what I have to say about this thing is I really like the styling. It looks great in my garage. It'll look great in any garage. And just a smooth, kind of like a matte two-tone gray finish. Looks really good. When you handle it, it feels high quality. Doesn't feel like cheap plastic. And then you got your hose feet over here. I'm going to show you how I hook this up. It's a little bit different for everybody, but I'll show you what I did. I'm going to show you how I mounted it to the wall so it's super sturdy. Then I'm going to show you how to reel out the hose and fire it up. Now what really intrigued me about this pressure washer is it being on a reel, mounted on the wall, convenient. I have a gas-powered washer that's on wheels. It's like a little cart. You wheel it around. You always got to pull it out of some corner. It's got stuff piled on it. You got to wheel it out. You got to reel out the hose, screw the hose into it. You then need to make sure it's got fuel in it. You need to prime it. You need to pull start it, and then it doesn't have a very long hose. This right here gets rid of all that nonsense. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna reel it out. We're gonna fire it up. I'm gonna wash my motorcycle. It's super dirty, and I wanna see what kind of a job it does on that, because that'll give this the biggest challenge to see how good it cleans, see what kind of pressure it puts out. So let's reel it out and get this bike clean. All right guys, so here's my Suzuki 1000. It gets really dirty because it is my commuter bike. Look at this back wheel. Look at the brake dust and all that garbage on that. The thing is just super dirty overall. So a good test will be to see how clean I can get this. I'm gonna spray the bike overall with some simple green. I'm gonna hit the chain with some of this action, and then I got my soap gun already. A little bit low on soap today. See how far I can get this to go. Got it hooked to the end of the gun right here, so she's good to go. All right guys, when you're done using the washer, turn the water source off, which I already did at the backyard. Turn your switch off, straight up like that. Come back to your reel and let out the pressure before you try to wind it back up. Just pull the trigger, let the water drain out. And then once you get all the water drained out, just give the hose a little tug and walk it in till the ball hits right there. Too easy, people. All right, guys, this is the finished product. Now, I know it looked like the foam cannon didn't put much foam on there. Looked like it just kind of ran off the bike. That's because I'm using this Armor All ceramic type of foam, and that's just the way it acts. But this thing looks super clean. I'm actually really happy with the performance of the pressure. Look at this back wheel. All I did was wash it and dry it, and that back wheel is perfectly clean now. If you come over here to my chain, this chain was so black it didn't even look gold anymore. Yeah, I hit it with a little bit of engine cleaner, but the thing was covered in dirty chain lube, so it needs some help. But that looks much better. So I'm actually really pleased with the performance of that pressure washer. I mean, I'm confident I could come home with a filthy, dirty dirt bike, which I have many times, and it's got enough pressure to knock all that off. Now, let me explain why I mounted my pressure washer at the back of my garage. Most people would think right away, I want to mount it near the front, near the doors, so I can run my water line, whatever. My biggest thing was I wanted the reel to go straight out the garage door, so it keeps reeling and I don't have to mess with it. If you mount it on the side over here, and you're trying to get out your garage, then the reel is having to turn and it's not gonna work properly unless you come out and then, you know, work it like that. So having it on the back wall means when I wanna reel it up, to reel it back in, it's just a straight shot to my garage door. I mounted it close to my electrical, the water, I ran to the backyard, I'll show you that, and it just worked out perfect right here. All right, so we're about to mount the unit on the wall using this bracket that came with the unit. You want to mount the bracket this way, not this way. Pressure washer does come with these 4 leg screws and these 4 drywall anchors, but I just don't trust this thing anchored just to drywall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount a piece of wood to the wall and then mount to that. So I'm going to use this plank here. I bought this at Lowe's. It was a 12-inch plank. It was 36 inches long. I cut it down to 20 inches for my use. And what I'm gonna do is I found where the studs are. I found the stud here using a stud finder and then using a hammer to tap on it to see if it's more solid where the stud is. And then I came over 16 inches, marked it again. I marked the center where I want it on the wall. And then what I'm gonna do is take this plank, I'm gonna mount the plank, boom, on the wall just like that. And then I'm gonna mount the bracket to this plank. So it'll be a lot stronger. So I've got the holes marked here. I'm gonna drill those for the 4 legs that go into the wall. So I'm gonna drill a small hole into this, smallest hole I can, make sure it's going into a stud before I make a mess. Another thing that's pretty cool is this pressure washer came with this little leveling device. I got it sitting here on my plank. switch, so you can't push the trigger. Alright guys, so my final review is I'm very pleased with it. Very convenient. The reel works great. Pulling it out, reeling it back in. I like that the motor turns off when you're not using it. On a gas powered one, it's making noise the whole time. This thing does make some noise. It's not a big deal. If you don't like it, close your garage door. The soap cannon worked plenty good for me. I quit using my gas powered washer because it's so inconvenient. I haven't used it in 6 years. I love the idea that I can turn on my water, walk in here, flip the switch on, reel it out, and I'm power washing. When I'm done, I just reverse that process, and it makes me actually want to use a pressure washer now instead of dreading having to use a pressure washer. Anyways guys, if you think this is something you want in your garage, go check out the link in Amazon and make it happen. See you guys next video.